Max?
Yep.
Do you think New Orleans can pull off this huge upset?
I think they will if Steph doesn't play. If Steph doesn't see the light of day in this series because he is hurt, he just can't come back in time, I think the Pelicans are going to beat the Warriors. You know what the Pelicans have other than obviously AD, who I believe actually is the answer to who the MVP is other than LeBron James. It is close between him and Harden, but I'd take AD. And I think AD, given Kawhi's injury at this moment, is the second best player in basketball, and that includes over KD. He is such a two-way force. It is unbelievable. But I thought he was doing it alone once Boogie went down. You know, is playoff Rondo a real thing, or was last year just, an aberration? No, playoff Rondo is a real thing. And let us recall last year what the Bulls had that the Pelicans have now. They had a version of it with Wade and Rondo. You know, Wade kind of a combo guard in that backcourt with Rondo, and Rondo freeing him up to do his thing. Same thing happened with Drew Holiday here. But let's recall, the Bulls were up 2-0 on the Celtics last year, having played both games at Boston. They may have swept the Celtics. Rondo goes down with injury, end of series. He is an enormously valuable playoff piece, and he is now on the Pelicans. And Drew Holiday, who has done more for his stock in these playoffs than Drew Holiday, who not only Damian Lillard came into the previous series as a hot pick kind of under the radar. Maybe he's an MVP candidate. Stephen A. and I and others have said, with the game on the line, fate of the universe on the line, who do we want the ball in the hands of taking the last shot in the present NBA, including everyone? Damian Lillard. And how many games later were we saying, wow, Damian Lillard doesn't play defense, and by the way, you can shut him down, because that's what Drew Holiday did to Damian Lillard, and on the other end gave him 41. So that's Holiday and Rondo in your backcourt. And Mirotic spaces the floor and has had a spectacular game in these playoffs already himself. This is not just Anthony Davis. This is Anthony Davis with a serious supporting cast. And who is he facing in return? When he has two guys in the backcourt who can do what they do. How many guys in the backcourt does Golden State have right now? I mean, Klay Thompson, you want to call him in the backcourt? Well, he can certainly shoot. He can do things, but he's not really a combo guard, decision maker, get to the paint and distribute guy. He's a shooter. So where is that guy on Golden State? Because, by the way, the Pelicans have two of them and Anthony Davis. I like the Pelicans to upset the Warriors without Steph Curry.
Well, congratulations on that. I hope you stick to that point. We shall see. What I will tell you is that the Golden State Warriors, I'm not jumping off the bandwagon. I've said it before the playoffs begin. I'll say it again. If the Warriors will not lose to anyone but the Houston Rockets without Steph Curry. With Steph Curry, they ain't losing to anybody. That's what I believe, period. It's just that simple to me. I look at New Orleans, I will concede that obviously it's an incredibly tough matchup. I can see that series going 7 games. Anthony Davis is the real deal. Obviously, Drew Holiday is no joke. But Klay Thompson ain't Damian Lillard. And as much as I love me some Damian Lillard, and I still do, even though they got swept out of there and he got completely handcuffed, he got handcuffed by a bigger, stronger guy who's a seasoned veteran. He's been around a long time in Holiday. He knows what he's doing. Klay Thompson is not Damian Lillard. Klay Thompson is bigger. Klay Thompson is stronger himself. Klay Thompson is actually a better shooter than Damian Lillard. And on top of it all, he defends. And so I can assure you of this. Drew Holiday won't drop 41 on Klay Thompson if Klay Thompson's in the vicinity. I can promise you that. That's not going to happen. And so now we look at it. And this is what has me excited about it. Me personally, it's one of those rare occasions where I'll go with Golden State, recognizing and appreciating and respecting the chance that New Orleans has. But I'm more enamored with the matchup because that's what I love about basketball. I love the fact that Steph Curry is not going to be here at least for a few games. I want to see what Kevin Durant does as the man on this crew against Anthony Davis. I want to see that. That, to me, that is must-see television. Yes, I'll be flying out to Oakland and New Orleans for that one.
You will.
I got to see this. I got to see this up close and personal, okay? I want to see Drew, assuming he ends up going against Klay. Etuan Moore and these boys, they can play. Mirotic, he can play. We understand that. There are other guys on Golden State that can play too. It makes it very interesting.
Green played so well
It makes it very interesting. But I guess where I'm putting myself out on Front Street, Max, is that, to me, although it's a team game and we understand it, coaching maneuvers, how it may not end up going exactly down like this, in my eyes, Max, this is how I look at it. Kevin Durant and Klay Thompson against Anthony Davis and Jrue Holiday. I'm going to roll with Kevin Durant and Klay Thompson. That's how I'm looking at it. At the end of the day, that's what I'm saying. Now, we'll see. But that's what I'm looking forward to.
I think Steph's going to be there, too, by the way.
I'm just saying eventually.
I do think he will.
Well, again, what if he shows up in Game 5? What happened in the what happened in the first 4 games? See, what I'm saying is I'm going to get an opportunity to see Kevin Durant without the backdrop of a Russell Westbrook as an excuse. I want to see Kevin Durant in the right system with the right teammates having to go up against Anthony Davis. And I want to see Klay, who's a third wheel, going up against Jrue Holiday. What you going to do? I believe in Kevin Durant and Klay Thompson.